Welcome back to Truth Quest. My name is Aaron Moriarity. I will be your host, and we're going on a quest for truth together. Hi, AJ. How you doing? Hey, buddy. What are you guys doing? You guys down? Or did they call off the fireworks tonight because of the rain? It rained here. It's taking a while for it to show up. There it is. Hey, AJ. Happy 4th of July. And the first one here today was Catherine Weiss. Welcome to the program, Catherine. And my son again, chip off the old block. The guy who's an expert on wood. You want to know anything about any kind of wood? This guy has crazy knowledge, and he knows how to work the wood. Did you know wood expands as it ages, but it only expands in one direction? He knows the direction. All this stuff that you never would think, you know? You think, oh, wood, that's simple, right? No, it's pretty darn complex. Well, happy 4th of July, everybody. Oh, good. No fireworks. Rained out. Okay, that's what I figured might happen. Yeah. I was going to ride my bike down there, but and the bike has an umbrella, but if they called it off, and they did, so there you go. Okay. And Mud Rabbit snuck in. How did that happen? Hello, Mud Rabbit, and well, happy 4th of July to you. Well, I'm so glad that I'm here doing this because all my friends are here and my son. So yeah, and feel free to mention anything you want, AJ, and ask any questions you want. I just ran across a picture of AJ. Oh, why don't I grab that while he's still on here? While we know he's maybe still on. Shall we? So that ought to do it. Yeah. So this is a great sneaky rabbits. Yes. Yeah, rabbits are very quiet and sneaky. Yes, they are. I guess that's why we got to follow the white rabbit, right? Oh, okay. My confuser is going. Okay, there we go. There it is. Don't worry, AJ. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one at all. It's kind of a cool one, actually. You want to see, hey, it's Operation Shutdown. Yes. Welcome to the Truth Quest, everybody, where we're just downrange of strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. Yeah, it got rained out. They're still going off here. The neighbors are still popping them off here, so you might hear some banging in the background. Hello, Operation Shutdown. Welcome to the program. Yes, we are just downrange of strange. And I got to share this picture I came across the other day. I seem to come across things every day. I don't know if anyone else has this phenomenon happening, but here we go. Here is my son. He's in the chat now. He's a little older now, just as handsome though. On the experimental wind bike. Yes, he was having a blast that day, literally having a blast on the wind bike. Now, doesn't it look like he's having fun? I'd say that's a kid having fun. Lots of fun there. Now, that's not so bad, is it, AJ? I think I've told a story about the wind bike before. We picked up that bike. I picked my kids up in at school in Sturgeon Bay. We lived in Egg Harbor at the time. And on our way back, we saw this, there was this yard and there was a bike parked there with the free sign on it, free bike. Hey, a free bike. Let's grab that. It's always nice to have an extra bike. Yeah, not bad. All right. Yeah. So we had that extra bike. And then when we went home, we lived at a campground at the time, fun little campground. And we were taking garbage out, me and the kids. Oh yeah, you remember that? Yep. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't mind recounting it because it was a heck of a lot of fun. And AJ saw this patio umbrella in the garbage area. There were several dumpsters and some barrels. This was in a barrel, and it was white with like blue and green and yellow flowers on it. So it's, hey Dad, look, an umbrella. Let's take it home. I'm like, a patio umbrella? What are we gonna do with a patio umbrella? We don't even have a patio table. I went, wait a minute. We got that bike and it's windy today. So there it goes. That was the end of it. We built the wind bike and it was amazing fun. Amazing fun. Yes. So that was always a fun time. Yes. Indeedy. So there you go. Solarium. Cute kid. Yeah, well, he's a handsome man now. Yeah. I guess apple doesn't fall far from the tree. What do I say? There you go. All righty then. What do we got for you now? Oh, did you hear the latest about Liz Cheney, folks? Did you hear the latest about Liz Cheney? Well, this might come as a surprise, or you may have heard it. I don't know. I think it's pretty big news. What do you think about this? Oh, yeah. Representative Liz Cheney plans to go back to the Muppets. Well, I thought she looked familiar. I thought she looked familiar. Yeah. Well, I think she did a better job with the Muppets, don't you? Yeah, far better job. I think she did a great job. Oh, Mud Rabbit. Oh, you're watching Small American Bandstand. They had the Ventures on playing Wipeout. They all had your hair. Really? Well, they should give it back. Thank you. Yeah. You know who I should try to have on the show is that guy. What's his name? He's that UFO guy. He's got that famous UFO, the UFO meme where there's no UFO and it's just his face and his hands. And he's going, aliens. And he's the guy, Tuscadero, something. But he's got that wild hair. I should have him on. Then we can have like a hair dueling contest. We could sword fight with our hair. There we go. Now, I wonder if there's a version of arm wrestling for hair. No, we'll just say, hey, I like your hairdo. Yeah, so there we go. Now what are we going to do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to share a screen again. You know what, friends? I don't know, man. The world is a pretty big place. It's a pretty darn big place. And the universe is even bigger. But there is a case. There's a case I just discovered today, and apparently it's been a case for a long, long time, a UFO case since the 50s. And how did I not know about this? Thank goodness for the intranet. This here, friends, is Elizabeth Clarer or Claver. She's from South Africa. And in 1954 was her first sighting with her sister. And she lived near these mountains in South America, or South Africa, sorry. And she'd go up this mountain, and there'd be like a dip towards the top of this mountain, like a dish. And she'd lay there, and I think she was telepathically communicating. And this ship came. And it didn't land, and she was all worried. She thought, what did she do wrong? And the next time she didn't bring her horse up there. She had her horse with her. She just went by herself with her horse. And she was laying there, and the craft landed. Now, this was, I think, when she was in her late 40s, I believe. And so she had sightings from when she was a kid. And she said she had this overwhelming love enveloping her, just this beautiful love feeling coming all over her. Hello, Combat Carl. Welcome to the program. Good to see you here. Happy Independence Day, yes. Oh, yeah, Giorgio Tuscalooskos. Yeah, however you say that. I don't know how you say that. Anyway, so there she is, and there's a sculpture, I think, that she did or had commissioned, and she did the painting of this guy, Akon, because he came out of the ship and she went running up to into his arms, and she had no fear. And that's why he couldn't land before, because there was fear, maybe from the horse, or maybe she was still questioning. So a fear is, a negative vibration. So now he took her up to the mothership and then to their home planet. Now, on the mothership, they had trees and waterfalls. And she said you'd pick whatever food or fruit or leafy vegetables or anything that you want to eat. It's all grown in water that's infused with minerals and vitamins. And as soon as you pick the fruit or the vegetable or the leaf off to eat, another one would start growing. So they live in perfect harmony with nature, even on their ships. And the ship had like this grass. It didn't have carpet. So it's very interesting, like a living ship, like a small little planet. Then he took her to his planet out there in the Alpha Centauri star system. What was it? I can't remember the name of the actual star. I just saw this today, so very happy to know about this. And she got some pictures of some UFOs, and she got actually pictures, some really clear pictures of these UFOs. Incredible. And she says that anytime she even thinks about this, she gets this overwhelming love sensation that just envelops her, and she's right there again, just thinking about it. It's just this beautiful love. And while she was on his planet, they fell in love, and then she got pregnant, and then she had the baby there, and the baby stayed with Akon, and actually Akon assisted in the birth with his healing hands. And she said there was no pain. She had 2 other births before from, on Earth that were not nearly this beautiful of an experience. So very interesting. And I have this video here. I'll drop the link in the description, in the chat there. And check it out. Now, there is a little bit of a sound issue on the video. So it kind of tops out on the high end. I don't know if you might be able to find a better copy of this somewhere else, but if you're curious, and there's the pictures of the UFOs are on there. So, okay. I'll try and find them on here, and we'll show it. So we don't have to listen to the sound. I'll just show the pictures if I can find them. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Independence Day today. It was a pretty nice day, and it started raining later on in the day, and now it's coming down pretty good. So I wonder when they're going to do, maybe they'll do it tomorrow or maybe on the weekend. I don't know. Not quite sure. Well, I can't really find it here looking just quickly. I thought I'd be able to just skim through it and find it. It's not letting me do it. So there we go. Oh. There we go. So anyway, that's that. So I thought that was a very interesting, here's a major case. She had a baby, and apparently, and there's more information. Dogs hate fireworks. Hello, Dark Brain. Welcome to the program. Yeah, yeah, you had a German Shepherd, an 8-foot tall chain link fence to get away once. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they have hypersensitive hearing. They can hear all that. Hello, Jeremiah. Welcome to the program. Thank you for the thumbs up. And when you hit that thumbs up, folks, you help the channel out, and you also get yourself a lucky number. Whatever number you get, that is your lucky number. Thank you, Dark Brain. Happy Independence Day to you too. I hope everyone's having a blast today. There you go. Boy, I'm really encouraged. Lots of things are happening. It's amazing. Now we have what, 3 states, or 1 state and 2 other states that have at least 1 county decertifying and claiming that we're under false leadership. Just think what that's going to do. Everything this wrongful president did will be dialed back instantly. Everything he did. What about all that money? How are we going to get all that money back that he doled out to Ukraine? And then you see all those weapons on Craigslist from Ukraine. Unbelievable. It's just bizarre. Bizarre, I tell you. So that's an interesting one, folks. Look that up. See if you can find something on this. She wrote a book called Beyond the Light Barrier. Beyond the Light Barrier. And she was working on her second book when she died. And she didn't complete it. And it was going to be a tell-all, because she wasn't bound by secrecy anymore, because it had been X amount of years. And unfortunately, she passed away. That book was going to be called Gravity File. Not finished. And she passed away. I believe she was 84 when she passed away. So, yeah, interesting. She's got the photographs. So some evidence like that always helps a story when you find out these things. That's right. Friends, I saw something today and I thought, oh, this is beautiful. Check this out. This is one of those views of a like a supernova or some kind of event happening in deep space that these great telescopes find, and it's just beautiful, beautiful. And so this is well, I took this, and you know what I did with it. Hello, Jeremiah. Yes, how's your books, children's books coming along? Pretty good, pretty good. Um, I'm actually working right now also on a very large head of the awesome possum, which I will be using when I do book signings or parades or appearing at bookstores or whatever when I'm pushing the book. So I'm working on that, and I'll show you some of those pictures after we get through this. Looking at a couple of these images that I made from this image, you can see the stuff coming out of the sides there, that light flashing coming out of the sides. Isn't that beautiful? Hello, Corbin Phoenix. So when did they cut on CERN? They're supposed to do it on the 5th, I guess. You're driving through the Roanoke area. You got hit with a paralyzing wave? Really? You had to will your way out of it. Wow. Astral projection and awake. Interesting. Well, Corbin, you live a pretty interesting life. If I were you, I'd just get yourself a shoulder cam and just start filming everything. And you'd have like, there's your movie, The Life and Times of Corbin Phoenix from his shoulder cam. I think you should. It'd be cool. Um, let's see here. Yeah, isn't that awesome? And you see those blue jets coming up from the middle where it seems to be exploding from? But now, doesn't it look like organs or something? Like it's almost something from inside of your body or something, right? Some kind of like cell division or something, doesn't it? Something. Yeah, you got that. All right. So it's shooting something out. So I thought, well, I wonder what this will look like. Like a giant heart. Yeah, Mud Rabbit. You can see the veins and everything in it. Demonic rituals. Ooh, that could be. That could be it too. So yeah, it looks like it has like veins or something, like blood vessels. It was very organic looking. But then I took this image, and you know what I do with images. Um, I throw them up in the air, and then they come down all different. Something like that. Something like that. So here is the first one. And this is actually the thumbnail for this episode. A thumbnail for this episode. So oh, Norma, welcome to the program, Norma. You heard that it's not going to be turned on. It was taken over by the white hats. Well, that could be. Oh, I gotta find this. So yeah, Here we go. I think this is it. Well, I think this is it. Yep. All right, now we're going to just zoom in a little bit. Tuck this up if we can. Kind of square it off a little more. Get rid of that little line. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Just beautiful. So do you see anything in this? It's not going to be turned on. It's taken over by white hats. That's interesting. Welcome to the program, Norma. Probably so. The whole next day was crazy. I was filling up my truck, and it stopped prematurely at 46.46 north. Wow. Nowhere near full. Also happened to be parked next to a truck that had my birthday on its license plate. Oh, interesting. Hi, Iowax. Good to see you here. Welcome to the program. Yeah, I did put some of these on t-shirts, so go check them out. And you can wear cosmic art all over the place. But I keep making more of these. Keep making more. Yes. So that's a beautiful one. Beautiful. I love the colors. I wonder what it looks like. Now, do you see anything in there? You can see things in it if you look long enough. Let's flip it, shall we? Is it going to let me flip it? There it is. There we go. That's a little more dynamic, I think. It looks like some kind of Japanese robot action figure with his fists out on top and his head. Here's his head. And here's one of his arms. His hand right here. And his legs down here. Yeah. Maybe something like that. Maybe. Hello, Christina June. You see a moth, crab, and a bat? Wow. A moth, crab, and a bat. Well, that's awesome. You see everything, it all breaks down in front of you. The essence of air itself, a complex design pulled into the void. You gain momentum, locked forward, only slowing to what seems interesting. I like what you're saying there. You see balls, okay. You see a crab too? There's Christina saying hi. Hi, Christina. It was your month last month. Christina June. Yeah. You're welcome. All right. Well, that's a good one, I'd say. Don't you think? Don't you think? Well, maybe we should like zoom in on it or something. See if there's any hidden elements to this disogony. Well, that's kind of cool, this down here. Anyway, so that's what that is. I thought these are fun to look at, not as stressful as the news, you know. or anything else we talk about. Don't you think? Nice and easy. Kind of like a firework. Don't you think? Oh, oh, really? Yes, ha ha ha. I was supposed to be born in June, but was born July 1st. Oh, but they were gonna name you June. Oh, but yo, I guess your name was June anyway. Oh, that's funny. Wow. See? Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you try to do something, you get close, but you know what? You wouldn't be the person you are if you were born on a different day. So it happened the way it was supposed to, right? Oh, it was a near-death experience? You see, everything was the design into the void, so bizarre, unimaginable, then home like a moth in a light, I described. Interesting. Yeah. I had an out of body myself. Yours sounds similar. A dance with God. Definitely a divine experience. Definitely. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Okay, well, that's one of them. Yeah, happy birthday, Christina. Dark Brain says, and I second the motion. We sing a different happy birthday song at our in our family when I was growing up. We would sing, "Happy, happy birthday to every girl and boy. Hope this very special day brings you lots of joy. Hope the birthday presents you get from mom and dad will make this very special day the best you've ever had." Boom, boom. That's it. So happy birthday. So we'll sing the happy birthday song to people when they have their birthday. How's that sound? Confidence, as if I felt family, for war screams even as I motion to darkness from the presence of the source. Yeah, it is. It's really hard to describe with the words in our language, because a lot of times the words in our language just are inadequate to describe things that we experience, especially these very strange out of body or near death experiences. It's sometimes the words are just too cumbersome, too clunky, and they don't really convey what you want to express. So I know what you're saying, but we do our best. We do our best. Oh, you love that version of Happy Happy Birthday? If you want to hear it sung by the original fella who sang it, it was sung by Casey Jones. It was a daytime, locally produced show for children where they showed cartoons, but he was Casey Jones, and they'd show him on a train and he's waving, and they'd have all these skits that they did. It was very fun, but he did that. And he also did one, walking in my winter underwear. He's wearing his long underwear. It's hilarious. So they did some funny stuff. Funny stuff. Very creative, and that's true with a lot of areas. I'm sure if some of you are a little older like me, you remember the days when a lot of the larger cities, the larger media areas had their own television shows that they would produce. And we would drive right by and folks would say, "Hey kids, look, that's where Casey Jones is filmed. And there's Grandma Lumpett's boarding house." Grandma Lumpett's boarding house, yes. We used to drive by it. Wow, really? That's Grandma Lumpett's boarding house? A lot of fun stuff. Good memories. Good memories. I'm sure everybody's got memories like that. But it's a shame that those kind of shows kind of went away. They changed a couple of the laws on advertising directly to children, and then they could not, they had to all stop. So they had these vibrant, and for kids, it was a joy because they had a live studio audience in which you could be in. So here was, every kid's chance to be on TV. My little brother was on TV once. He was invited to a birthday party. They went to either Casey Jones or Channel 4 had a different, WCCO had a different show. The Clancy and Willie show, cop show, but same kind of thing, cartoons and stuff like that. So there you go. That's that. Yeah, the olden days, back when things were, cool. I saw this today. This is an old one, but it's has relevance all the time. A great meme. It's all satanic fun and games until an anointed warrior partners with the U.S. military to shut the pizza party down. Oh, yeah. And I believe that's what's happening. I think the Durham floodgate's going to start opening up pretty soon. I'm hoping. Oh, boy. Oh, okay. Jeremiah says, we had Mr. Cartoon. Hey, cartooners. Hey, that sounds fun. Mr. Cartoon. That sounds pretty cool. Oh no. Ha ha ha. Back in the day when we chased the fog trucks. After all, DDT is good for me. Good for you. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. You know who else advocated for DDT was Colonel Philip J. Corso. He swore by it. I guess they use it to keep the ticks and the bugs off, and he said it worked. Well, yeah, it kills things that are alive, like people too. I guess maybe he didn't use. He lived to a pretty old age, so maybe he was unaffected. I think things affect people differently, don't you think? Oh yeah. So uh, here is that large head that I'm working on. Jeremiah was asking about the book, and so I'm working on this large uh, head for Awesome Possum. And so what I'm going to do is when I get this all cleaned up, I just stuck the nose on there and the eyes to kind of take a picture to give it kind of a look how it is shaping up. But this will be under the fiberglass. I have to smooth everything out still, and I've got a lot of carving and sanding to do. And once I get it done, then I'll fiberglass over it, and then I'll leave an oval shaped hole in the bottom where I put my head in, or someone puts their head in to wear it. And then you rip out all the insides once you got like 3 or 4 coats of fiberglass over the whole thing, and it feels like it's going to be pretty sturdy. Then you just rip out the insides. So that's how I'm doing that. Oh, Trump had a 4th of July speech today? Oh, that's right. I missed that. I'll have to watch that. Oh, good. Man, Trump just brings out the patriotism in everybody. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And, it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. The feeling that he brings, it's just a joy. It's just a happiness and a joy. Oh, you get real possums by your house? Awesome. Well, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So, if you're wondering what, I wonder if I have a picture of him open on my desktop. Let me just check and see if I do. No, I don't. Oh, wait. So here is, now I did the kind of the overlay. This was actually, it's at a further state right now than it was back here. But that kind of gives you an idea of what he's going to sort of look like. But it's actually further along. That last picture you saw, it's further along than it was here. But so that's kind of like what he's going to look like. Mount Rushmore. Oh, really? Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's going to be in Alaska, I think next week or something. I read, or sometime in the future. Awesome. Okay. So here is, all right. So that's that. And now, thanks, Jeremiah. Oh, it's from 2020. Okay, I got you, Dark Brain. I think I did see that one. Yeah, that was fantastic. Saturday the 9th. Okay. Thanks, Dark Brain. The one in Alaska will be Saturday the July 9th. So here's kind of what the cover is going to look like, unless I change my mind and change it. So far, this is what the cover is going to look like of the Awesome Possum. So that's the cover, pretty much done. I might do little tweaks here and there to it. You always get the jitters, oh my gosh, I better make it look a little bit better. It's going to be printed, that it's going to be printed. I better make it better feeling. Thanks, Jeremiah. Yeah, Season Pixels rocks. Thanks, Operation Shutdown. Appreciate that. Saturday, July 9th. Duly noted. You only work on holidays. Well, that's a good plan. I like that idea. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the day when this is done, because it surely has taken a heck of a lot longer than I thought it would. Oh, and by the way, I'm well into hour 4 of Chuck Missler's 24 hours to learn the Bible. Learn the Bible in 24 hours by Chuck Missler. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So that's that. Awesome Possum. And then when that's done, Awesome Possum goes to school. That's already been started. So I kind of working on several different things at a time. When you get to be my age, you want to finish a lot of things. You want to get a lot of stuff done. And when you have the motivation to work on something, you better do it then, while you got the motivation and the energy. So that's what I do. Donations to help keep the ship and crew fed can be sent. Thank you very much. Yes, it's PayPal me /Aaron Moriarity 17. Send us friends and family, no fees. Cash App is the cash sign Truth Quest with Aaron. And Jeremiah says, yes, can't wait to see the final product. Me too. I want to give them to my grandkids. It's like before they get through college, I need to get this done. You know, it's like the race is on. The race is on. Quick question. Who did Brishago most recently interview with? Is it on YouTube? You know, he did interview with Dr. Michael Sala. However, I have not been able to find that one yet. He might be editing it. He was also on Gary Anderson's Midnight Express or Midnight something. Do you know the answer to that one, Dark Brain? And it should be on YouTube. Or it's on Revolution Radio, maybe. Check there. Do a quick search on Brishago. He'll be on the 7th here. And Alfred Lamont Weber on the 6th. So Wednesday, this next Wednesday here, just 2 days from now, Alfred Lamont Weber will be here. Talk about his new book, Chronogarchy, in which the book is dedicated to Andrew D. Brishago, because a large part of the story was a result of Andrew's landmark disclosures about his participation in these special access programs. So, Solarium. So. I don't know. Now, I got a picture of my grandson here. However, well, I think it might be PG-13. What do you think? My daughter made the shirt. Check it out. Red, white, and eat local. Hashtag eat local. Cute. Cute. Look at Evan. Look at that little kid. No problem, buddy. Look at that. Red, white, and what? Oh, I still can't believe I'm a granddad 3 times over. Art Bell, Life News from 319. And one from 627 on Exopolitics. 627. Thanks, Mud Rabbit. That's my daughter's creativity there. She made the shirt. Isn't that cute? Oh, you watched a recent Dr. Michael Sala interview on Coast to Coast YouTube channel? Okay. Alfred Lamont Weber and Andrew Brishago back to back is going to be spectacular. Thanks, Operation Shutdown. I think so too. And Andy's talking about doing a regular show on my channel again. So it might be around the same time every month. So we'll see how that works out. Hello, Artist61. Welcome to the program. That's my grandson. That's my grandson. Cute and patriotic. Yeah. He's got the flag breeches on. Yeah. My daughter made that shirt. And I think she thought of it too. So it's pretty funny. Pretty darn funny. Hashtag eat local. Yeah. See? I think I raised her right. She's got a good, healthy sense of humor. So there you go. He's got my hair. Well, both my kids had blonde hair. So I think my hair influence might not be going very far. But we'll see. Who knows? Yes, and happy Independence Day to everybody here. Dark Brains reminding us all it's a glorious day. It's worth fighting for. And what I mean when I say fight, I mean you know joining your local school board or running for mayor. You know, I'm toying with the idea of running for mayor out here, or else getting involved somehow in the election. So I'm going to be doing that shortly. I have to make up my mind which direction. So there he is. Happy little 4th of July kid there. How do you like that? American made. Look at our ultra mods. Aren't they awesome? They rock. They do. I'm so glad that you're all here. I mean, you guys, I'm just saying you guys rock. Okay? You just do. You know what, friends? Um, this showed up on a picture file, a corrupted picture file. Look at that. It looks like some kind of techno city or something. It's just a bunch of garbled information, but doesn't it look like something? I thought, wow, that looks like it's something. Like maybe some interdimensional like city in the intranet. Kind of weird. How's the book coming along? It's coming along. Um, all the art is done. However, I'm going back to reformat the pages because it turns out the way I had it all set up is not the size of the pages where I want to get it made. So I have to stretch out all the backgrounds, and that's taking a lot more time than I thought it would. But it's coming along. It's coming along. Yes, I hope that someday Awesome Possum could be a cartoon. Yes, I would love that. That would be fantastical because I have lots. There's lots of adventures that Awesome Possum is going to be going on, and it would be nice to see him move. Yes, love it. It looks like a construction site. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Maybe it's like a window into what the AI is building behind the scenes. Like this is his, AI, like digital world, like their own meta that they're hanging out, plotting against us there in this nether world inside the confuser. Yeah, and I'm also Artist 61. I don't know if you know this or not, but I've talked about it before. I mentioned this earlier, but you just came. So uh, I'm working on a large head that I could wear like in parades or to like when I do events at book signings and stuff. Or I can have like make a little body for it and put it on so I could have the cartoon character there when I sign books. So I showed one image of that, of the, did I show this one? I don't think I showed this one. So here is from one angle, the awesome possum head. We are the AI. We have the hardware, or is it software? Could be. You think we are the AI? You think it's already infiltrated us? Well, I guess the AI signal can live in the electromagnetic field of a being, and it can influence that being. So, yeah, I think that's how the AI signal initiates or helps to nudge along technology. They want the beings of the planet they're inhabiting to create technology, electronics, so they can jump into the technology to the electronics. That's where they would rather be. They're like a fish out of water otherwise. Well, thank you, Artist61. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, yeah, it's out in the garage, and you know, I made a Miller the Mole from the Popple books, and and I gotta show this too. I got the American flag here. See, it's right behind me here. You like that? There we go. We just go like that. There we are. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty then. So, yeah. So, also, I heard from our friend Jan, um, Jan Friedman, and it looks like he's coming back on the program, and we might be doing regular shows with him as well. So we're going to be talking about that. Isn't this a beautiful picture of one of these areas in space that the Hubble took? Isn't that just gorgeous? I love pictures like this. Hey, it's Austin Morris. Welcome, brother. Well, you know what, friends? We're going to open up the old phone line here, and you can call in if you like. And happy 4th of July, everybody. It's the 4th of July. It's still the 4th. You know, I was kind of hoping that maybe there'd be some big arrests today. Wouldn't that have been grand? Maybe it'll happen at midnight, or maybe like a minute before midnight. Wouldn't that be cool? Bam! Knock down the doors. Mrs. Clinton, you're coming with us. Click, click. Bill, you too. Click, click. Mr. Soros, put your slippers on. We're going. Click, click. Mr. McCabe, click, click. Mr. Comey, click, click. The clicking is the handcuffs being placed behind their backs, around their wrists, because they're being arrested. That's what the clicking is. Okay, just don't, no one gets the wrong idea. There we go. So isn't that a gorgeous? Now some of these colors aren't really visible to the naked eye in space. Some of these colors are achieved by, different wavelengths and looking at things to make things show up visually. They assign colors to them. I think I could be wrong on that. We are the dog. Well, I know we are the dog when it comes to the flat Earth. We're like the fleas on the dog, where one flea thinks the dog is flat, the other flea thinks the dog is dog shaped. No independence this Independence Day. Our policies, foreign and domestic, are dictated by Prince Charles and Klaus Schwab through their puppet, Joe Biden. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely, positively right. Well, you give them enough rope, they'll hang themselves, won't they? Everything's being recorded. Everything is being watched like a hawk. And remember, Trump never conceded. That's something that people seem to forget sometime. Trump never conceded. So did he go to the military with the evidence? He's got all the evidence. It's been declassified. That's why they're trying everything they can to nail him, but he's so clean, they can't nail him on anything. Nothing real anyway. They just make up stories. They make up stories, and that's just what they do. That's just what they do. And, most of the drawings I do of the awesome possum, I do them by hand, then I scan them in, and then I draw them on the my art program, and then they're colored digitally. But sometimes I like to draw with paper and color with colored pencils and things like that. So here's one of the awesome possum just hanging out in his happy little mood. He's always a happy little camper. There he is, hanging from the tree there, just having a blast. Yeah, didn't we lose? The Treasury lost its ability to print money on the 4th here. The 10-year extension's done now. So what are they going to do? Of course, Sleepy Joe's too distracted by, let's face it, the country's going through so many crises right now. We got the baby formula shortage. We got, I think, approaching like 95 to 100 food processing plants and avian farms that have had all their chickens and geese destroyed. And the people are squealing over the border, streaming over the border right in, all the criminals from over 100 different countries, and they're being shipped all over the country and given probably nefarious things to do by the deep state, like burn down food processing plants. Here's what I think we should do, folks, and I think I mentioned this before. 2,000 Mules, how they got that data, that geofencing data. Well, I made a comment on one of Greg, what's his last name? Greg, he's the guy with the 2,000 mules. Anyway, great guy, beard, solid guy. And I wrote, well, has anybody thought about getting the geo-tracking or whatever it's called? It's geo-tracking for in and around these food processing plants that burn down, like in the hours before it caught fire, find out who was there. Wouldn't that be an important thing to figure out? I mean, you could do it with geo-tracking and then find out, okay, now are those same clicks going to be found near these George Soros NGOs? So going back and forth, getting their paychecks and going and get their paycheck from George Soros and their book of matches to go burn another one down. So I think that would be an interesting thing to do, to find out. And also you might find out where they're putting these people, where they're putting them up, because you could find out from the hits there and follow those people where they go. Where do they live? And then you can find out who they are. I think you can find out who they are, can't you? Greg Phillips, thank you very much, Dark Brain. Yeah. Thank goodness for the chat. Yeah. See, that's why I don't mind getting older and losing my memory, because I have the chat. They're very helpful in that regard. I believe the Awesome Possum is going to be a hit for all the children around the U.S. and possibly around the world. This may be your greatest achievement. Thank you very much, Jeremiah. Wow, that's really nice of you to say. I really appreciate that. Dark Brain says, Aaron, that's a profound idea. I'm not sure anyone has thought of that. Well, I thought of it a while back. I think I mentioned it once, but I thought I better mention it again. And I did type it out. I don't know if I got a response from Greg yet. I'll have to check. Let me go over to my True Social and see. No alerts. No alerts. I'm posting the show there, though. I forgot to before. There you go. Truth it out. I just post stuff. I don't do all the hashtags. I got to figure all that stuff out. The hashtag thing. It's just one of those things. One of those things. Yeah. Where they all went to collect their Soros-funded credit cards. Yeah, those debit cards they get. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty then. Here's the one. I might have shown this before, but hey, it's worth showing again. Breaking: Langdale County, Wisconsin joins Texas and Maricopa County, Arizona to unanimously reject the results of the 2020 selection. Yes. So there it is. Proud that our state has a hand in that. One of our counties. Yeah, so the geo-tracking information could solve that mystery, and we could round those people up in a hurry, and maybe get the sheriffs involved in doing that. Do sheriffs have investigators? They must. Or is that just a police thing? I don't know. But there's an awful lot of them. I mean, if you live near one, maybe you could do it yourself and get some of this data. I think it's expensive to buy the data, though. And I was listening to the gal, Engelbritson, I think her name is. And she said that they got, when they purchased the data, they purchased it from like four different companies. Like, so they get a good cross section. Like, oh, they're all agreeing that that guy is there. So it's like, yes, it's not just a phantom thing or something. It's verified. Yes, it's there. Have I thought about putting my children's books on Truth Social? I will as soon as they are available. What I'm going to do is have them on a service where it's a print on demand, so you can get it. You can download the digital version, or you can order a printed copy, and they print it by per order. That way, I don't have to have a whole house full of books like I have. Like I have a house full of books with my Papa books here. So takes up space, believe it or not. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, and I hope that you. Oh, Mike Barra avoided intranet censorship by calling it erection frog. Good idea. So there you go. I thought that was special. Pretty darn special. Oh, and so now here is another way that Awesome Possum gets around. He kind of, I don't know, you might say he springs into action. There he goes, bouncing around, having a blast, baby, having a blast. So there you are. Good old Awesome Possum. Yeah, and if you want to see him, this is a this I'll show you one of the pages from the book. It's it's like there's words on one side and the picture on the other. So this is the picture and the words are on the other side. And I'll show you that picture right now. Baby, don't ever let me go. I want the whole world to know that I love you and you love me. There he is. And there's his toys. You can see he's got some super cubes. You got to have those. Thank you, Artist61. Love it, Aaron. Can't wait for it to be finished. Me too. Boy, I really, really, really can't wait because I wrote this many years ago. And I really, really am wondering why it isn't out yet. It's all my fault, but trying to get it out there because, yeah, I'll read this page's words so you can kind of get an idea. This is after the first part of the book is where he's doing all of his stunts and all of his tricks and all of his cool things that he can do. And the second half is just how nice of a kid he is, you know? That's why he's awesome. It's not because of all the tricks he does. So here's what it says on the opposite page on the spread for that picture. He is very thankful for what he has. He doesn't want things with lots of pizzazz. See? He's not one of those kids that always wants the newest of everything. He's happy with what he has. Talent on loan from God. And you can see he's got the Tetragon game there. And he's got a Flipster, and he's got the Dino Sounds book. There you go. He's supporting Hot Games and Puzzles pretty well there. You see his kite there. Crayons, basketball, checkers. Just simple things. Kids don't need much. You know, most of the time, the box that the thing comes in is more fun than the toy that comes out of it, right? I think we find that quite often. Quite often. Yes, we do. Yeah. La 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 la. Baby, don't ever let me go. Mm-hmm. La, 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 la. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, so there you go. I guess we'll look at one more image from the book, upcoming book, the debut book of The Awesome Possum. It's going to be a big day for me, and I hope some kids will love it, because that's why I do this. It's for kids, for the kids, man. That's what keeps me going. It's like, I really want kids to see this. So the words for this page go like this. He is always polite. He always asks please. He only asks once. He never begs on his knees. See? He's not going to beg for the cookie. He's going to only ask once, like a good boy. Hello, Mary Magdalene Mendoza. Welcome to the program. Great evening, Aaron, and all happy 4th of July. Great Independence Day. Yes, it's a wonderful day. I really think that we're close to getting the correct POTUS back. I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's going to happen after the 2-year. I just realized something. I've been predicting this for months, for like over a year now, I think. I believe that Trump will be reinstated once enough evidence and enough states have rescinded their or recalled their electors or called for no confidence or whatever they're doing, that he will be reinstated. But if he gets reinstated before 2 years have passed, then he will only be able to finish out the second 2 years in a couple days or whatever it is. But if it's even one day after the 2-year anniversary of it, then he can serve out those slightly less than 2 years term and then still be able to run legally in the 2024 election. So that's what I've been predicting. And I just thought of something, that's going to be in November when that happens. And we got the 2022 election happening. So we're going to have a whole bunch of new America First patriots in there to call for this. So it's going to happen, folks. It's going to happen. I could just feel it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I feel it. Yes. And that would be the awesomest day that I can imagine. And, this page right here reminds me of my mother because she makes the best cookies in the world. And so I had to fit cookies into this book, and I did. And there they are. So that's the influence of my mother. Of course, she's the one that I used to draw and paint with, and she's an artist herself. She's a fabulous artist. You have all the passion and great moral compass that will see this work through. Well, thank you. Yes, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and from your lips to God's ears, Aaron. Oh, wow. Well, God hears everything, and God sees everything you do. You know why? Because He's inside of you. That's right. We all have that God spark, just like the all spark. I think there are so many similarities between the Transformers story and the human story, if you think about it. The all spark is what gives all the Autobots and Decepticons their life force. Here, it's the God spark, the soul, the fragmented soul of God that we all have a spark of, a little portion of. So I think if you look at the Transformers story, it's to me, it sounds a lot like it's like a simplified version of our story. It's very similar, probably by design, I would think. Probably by design. So there's the awesome possum. He's getting ready for the big time, and I can't wait to, one of the big joys I've had in these recent years was a couple of things. One was, you know, coming out with my game, Tetragon 2, and going to the Mall of America and doing signings and events all over this area here, and especially up here in Door County, and playing the game with people just walking by, and it's a game that sat on my shelf for 33 years. So not sat on my shelf, but I showed it to corporations for that long. I finally got it. And then one of my other dreams was to illustrate children's books. And so I got that opportunity with the Popple books. And we got onto lots of radio and television. And of course, we got the famous Jeff Foxworthy to endorse the books. And so, because they help children's hospitals. And so that was just a joy. And now, but I only illustrated the Papa books, but the Awesome Possum books, I illustrated and wrote. So that's going to be a little bit different. And James Rohrback's in the house. Happy 4th. Happy 4th of July. And everybody's saying hi. Joseph Robinette Biden equals a form of flesh energized by uh, Garland of Endor. Okay. Mud Rabbit got that one. Mud Rabbit got it. You can't. Mud Rabbit catches everything. She's a smart cookie. She's one smart cookie. That's New Hampshire. That's for damn sure. That's New Hampshire. So I think we can get back to one of these now, friends. So there's that. Whoa. Oh, that's a kind of a wild one, huh? Kind of wild. Where's that one? Does it have a mirror? Yeah. Oh, it's up here. Oh, here it is. Found it. I got it. I got it. Close this one. And there we go. Now I'm going to trim this down because I haven't trimmed it down yet. You can see how I make these. So we got to trim that. Crop it. It looks like there's a superhero face right here. Some kind of new superhero guy. That's what it looks like to me. Let's try to add a little darkness. Separation of colors there. Let's crisp this up a bit. There we go. That's interesting. Let's see if we get any. Oh, okay. Meaning he's really old. I gotcha. Okay. A cosmic rabbit? Oh, yeah, it could be. Could be a cosmic rabbit. These are kind of like, psychological tests, aren't they? Those Rorschachs. Like, what do you see? What do you see? Hello, Celestial Soul. Happy 4th, everyone. The fireworks are popping off here in Vegas. In Vegas. Oh, that sounds like fun. Lost wages. Lost Vegas. Las Vegas. Lost wages. Everyone's saying hello to Celestial Soul because everyone's so nice here. It's a lovely place. Hello, Cheryl. Snarling rabbit showing its teeth. Ooh, it's probably mud rabbit. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, wow. I wonder what it would look like if we flip it. Should we flip it? Flip it good. There we go. Whole new perspective. And look, it just changes just by doing that. There we go. It's completely different now. Oh, I bet. Yeah, fireworks are terrible for dogs. They should make soundproof kennels for dogs for 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 this holiday. Wouldn't that be a cool idea? Like a total soundproof dog kennel? What mud rabbit looks like after they sluice off the mud. Sluice. I like that word. Relative of the Easter Bunny, maybe. Yes, we got the best mods. We got the best people here. So thank you all for being awesome, awesome mods and awesome chatters. Pan-galactic plasma rabbit. There you go. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Soundproof kennel. Oh yeah, yeah, I like that. Soundproof kennel. I mean, they could do it. There's soundproofing technology. You know who might be able to help design that is the folks over at Buick. Because when I used to sell cars, GM cars, the Buicks were the quietest, and they were like uh, every year it's like we have to make our car quieter, like the quietest. And so when I was there, I think it was 2009, they had like a 42-pound uh, dampening mat uh, on the uh, on the inside of the firewall just to dampen the sound. Added an extra 42 pounds to the car just to dampen the sound. That is excellence in design. Because when you add weight, it affects the performance of the car and everything. But they did it for soundproofing. So yeah. So I'm sure you could do it. I mean, you'd have to have some kind of ventilation system so that they wouldn't run out of air in there. But yeah. And James Rohrback just slid in. Hi there, buddy. West Coast. You're an awesome possum. Yeah. There you go. So there's that. How do you like that one? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Alrighty, Aphrodite. I saw this the other day, friends, and it's a picture of a supposed and alleged UFO. And I don't know if that's a star or some other craft near it or something. But and I can't remember where this was taken. But I mean, you see things like this all the time. But when I see something like this, friends, I don't get too excited. I didn't even get excited enough to write it down, what the heck it was, because it too easily could just be a drone, you know? And boy, if I had a drone, I would be working on making a UFO skeleton to put around it and make it fly up and make it look like a UFO, just to get some pictures to see what that would look like, so it would help me pick out the fakes. But I don't know. And someone was saying, "Oh, it looks like a reflection of a light fixture." Well, it's not lit up enough to be a light fixture, I don't think. Resembles the Betty and Barney Hill. Okay. Looks like the one I saw. Kind of. Mine didn't have lights on it. I saw mine in the daytime though, so no easy way to tell anymore. No, there is no easy way to tell. And somewhere, folks, I have some pictures I took years ago where I was looking at my garage and I had a bunch of junk in my garage years ago, a different place where I lived. And I had all these random hubcaps. Like I'd find a hubcap on the side road, I'd just pick it up. Oh, maybe someone lost this. Oh, and so I had this collection of hubcaps. And I was looking at them one day and going, because some of the old UFO pictures, I'm thinking someone probably just threw a hubcap and took a picture of it. I did that, and guess what? They look just like hubcaps. They're not gonna. You're not gonna fool anybody throwing a hubcap. Plus, it's really hard to throw it and then take a picture of it because I was doing it all by myself. But as soon as I find those, I'll dig those up someday, and we'll show those. Have a good laugh at those. But yeah, dad jokes. That's right. All the animals went. They all went to hide away somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Where do they go in nature to hide away? In old tree logs and stuff like that, maybe, perhaps. But yeah, I just wasn't too excited about this, friends. It's not that clear of a picture. It's fuzzy, no real way to tell. So I just don't get, if this was taken back in the 50s or 60s, I'd be a lot more excited about it because back then it was harder to do this. Now that we get drones, and I see all these videos of lights in the sky. Oh, look at the lights. There's like 3 lights making a triangle and it's moving. And it's like, dude, that could be drones so easily. So I don't know. You know, you have to use your discernment. Otherwise, otherwise your imagination will just take over. Or the power of suggestion if you're just wanting to see. But now this is what Elizabeth Clarer did back in the 50s. She was laying on a mountain, she went up this mountain. There was a part of the mountain that dipped at the top. There was this dip area, and she'd lay in there and she'd look up at the sky, and she would, she ended up conjuring, calling these people from Alpha Centauri. So if you are focusing your attention and you have pure intention and no fear and just you want maybe contact or you want something to happen, that I think that's what you do because there's no better broadcasting device than your brain waves. Your brain waves can be picked up. That's my opinion, by other beings. Now, these beings told Elizabeth that they can see her here just as clearly as she can see what she's doing. Anytime they want to look in on her, they can see her. And they have that technology. And she said on their ship, they live in perfect harmony with nature. They have like this organic ship. There's trees inside, waterfalls, all kinds of vegetation and things like that. Just wonderful. And this whole wonderful feeling of love enveloping you and just surrounding you. That there's no words to describe the elation and the pure love that you feel around these people. They just exude this welcoming, warm, beautiful love, and she cries just thinking about it, when she was still alive. Even years later, she's just tears up thinking about just how beautiful that was. So look her up. She's Elizabeth. Let me see. I gotta get this right. Here it is. Okay. Beyond the Light Bearer, Beyond the Light Barrier is the name of the video. And why don't I just put this in the chat again? Because it's a pretty interesting story. She gets taken away, goes to his planet. They get intimate. They have a child, a boy who is born there. He's actually, his healing hands are assisting in the birthing process. He's massaging her. There's no pain, and she said it was absolutely beautiful. So go check this out. It's quite something else, let me tell you. Eclair, yes. Thank you, Austin. Austin Morris. I knew you'd know about this gal. Yeah. So there it is. So that's pretty cool. Oh, third phase of the moon has awesome new clips of unknown craft. Okay. Well, did that just come out just recently? I know they're doing night shows pretty often. Yeah. I called in on one of their shows. It was a lot of fun. Blake Cousins. Truth, Aaron. I like the sound of that. As long as the world exists, there will be evil. The only way to defeat evil is to be the light. You are my friend, is the light. Fight, 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 and be that light. That's right. Find your light and let it shine. That's right. Find your light and let it shine, baby. That's right. So, and here's that. If someone's watching and they don't see the chat, that's the video about this woman. Now it has it it's kind of has an irritating sound in parts of the video, like it squeaks out on the highs. So be wary of that. Just turn it down a bit when it comes to those parts. It's really interesting information though. And I guess the book is really good. I'm gonna have to check out that book. Okay, you're Truth Quest Armory. Yeah, was viewing one, and this massive craft is emerging from the clouds. Can clearly see the edges as well as several other daytime sightings. Okay, yeah, they're touring the country, and they talked to that Sharat guy. He's the he studies the government's involvement in UFOs and all their military equipment. So he's an interesting person. Oh, Dark Brain, thanks for sharing that Jesse and Elvis video with your friend on True Social. I appreciate that. Oh, it was you, Cheryl. Okay. So you guys found each other on True Social. Awesome. Awesome possum. That's right. Awesomish, possumish. Hmm. There's one. Check that one out. It's very different looking. Very different looking. Let's try that one. That's pretty cool. All right. All right, friends. I'll show you what I was just talking about. Dark Files, Book One by Michael Schratt, available on Amazon. Yeah. On the recent third phase of the moon, Blake was talking to me. He had a whole table laid out with all these sketches that he had commissioned about different historical events. So he's had these things commissioned, and it's pretty cool. So here's another one of these images, folks, from a nebula. So there's something interesting to look at. Oh, okay. RP78 mentioned it. Yes, that's right. So you pointed out. Oh, okay. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, I knew Red Pill was involved too. That's awesome. And Andy's going to be on Red Pill 78 too, and possibly on Quite Frankly. I'm trying to get a hold of Quite Frankly to give him the number, but haven't heard from him yet. I messaged him, so he hasn't emailed me yet. So have him get a hold of me if you know if you hear from him, or if you know how to get a hold of him. So there you go. I think that's a beautiful one. A beautiful one. And let's see. Let's see this thing here. Gotta fuzz it out a bit. Not that much. There. Whoa, this looks like a little koala bear with a little kind of mustache. Little koala bear here. Cute little guy. I sometimes, a lot of times, I'll see like cute little cartoon characters and sometimes not so nice creatures, but mostly nice creatures. You know, right here looks like someone's face. Like here's the mouth, the eye, and there's like a bush in front of part of her face. And her gray hair up here. See that? Same over here, like the other way. Interesting. Look at that. How do you like that? Whoa, okay. Put that back in. There we go. No edges. Oh, that looks like some kind of scary monster. Oh, Cheryl, you followed me too? I hope I followed you back. I think I might have if it was recently. I'll have to check. Good. Thank you, Dark Brain. You can give my phone number if you want. I think he's got my phone number because I've called into his show. But the phone number I have for him for his show is only for his show, and it's like disconnected any other time. Only when he's taking calls he activates it. So yeah, yeah. Andy's making a giant leap back in, folks. So I hope that he can. And I'm excited about him being on Red Pill, and quite frankly, because those are different audiences for him. You know, uh, it's not just a paranormal show. You know, it's a mix of different things. So the audience that quite frankly has, and that Red Pill has, are different from the people that might know about Andrew. So, of course, there will be some who do. Bogman from a bad dream. Oh no. Well, since that's looking like a scary guy for you, let's flip it around and see what we can. Maybe it'll be not so scary this way. Maybe this kind of looks aggressive now in a way. Some kind of cosmic bug or something. Yeah. It's an interesting one. I kind of like this. I guess right in the middle looks like a big face, the two bright eyes, kind of a weird alien face. You watch Quite Frankly all the time? I love Quite Frankly, you know. It's a well done show. I like he's got the different parts of it, the background music. Oh man, maybe someday I'll have a sound mixer and I can do something like that too. Wouldn't that be cool, folks? Yeah, he's been doing that for 10 years. He's got quite a good show. I love it. Yeah. Now it looks like a runaway train doing the antler dance. Okay. Yeah, runaway train. You just joined. All right. Awesome, Cheryl. Now he's just upside down. Yeah. All right. So how does that grab you? How does that grab you, folks? Well, friends, I think we might are maybe gonna put a cap on this one. But don't forget Wednesday. Now we're just on Range of Strange, where the outrageous is contagious, and the paranormal is the new normal. And we broadcast Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. However, this week we're broadcasting Monday, which we just did. We're still doing now. Wednesday with Alfred Lamont Weber. And then Thursday, a special Thursday show with Andrew DiBasciago, The Quest for Truth with Andrew DiBasciago, and I'm the moderator of that show. And then on Friday, we do another show, Truth Quest, back to the Truth Quest, where we're just on Range of Strange, where the outrageous is contagious and the paranormal is the new normal. That's right. And I want to say hi to all the lurkers out there too. Did I tell you before, I got this new lurker app, and I can see all of the lurkers, and there they are right there. Hi. Oh, I better not name their names because they don't want to get known. So I respect your lurkerness, but I see you all there. So thank you very much for being here, lurkers. I love this new lurker app. You got to look it up. You got to hunt for it. It's kind of hard to find, I got to say. So there you go. Is it true or a dad joke? We may never know. We may never know. Well, thank you, Celestial Soul. Have a good one, Aaron, and all. You too. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. So we'll see you on Wednesday, and hit that like button. And remember, share the program too. Maybe someone will join the growing list of subscribers. You know, we got 113 subscribers in the last 28 days. So thank you very much for all the new subscribers. And the only way I get new subscribers is by people sharing it. That's the only way I have. So it's all thanks to you. So thank you very much. Keep spreading the word, and keep your cameras to the skies and your phones so you can take a picture of that UFO and come onto the Truth Quest and talk about it. Until then, Peace in. Oops. I don't type this first. It doesn't go on. I gotta type it first. Peace in.